Morning, everybody, and welcome to the Carleton CTV Update for Wednesday, July 24th. It looks like, well, it looks a little dark out there right now. We hope we're going to get the round in today. They're calling for a lot of bad weather, but hopefully we'll be able to avoid it because the radar certainly showing something different. Gentlemen, it's been a very interesting week. We've had a lot going on this week, a lot of recaps. So Tyler, you've got a lot of work to do in the first little while here. Why don't we get started with the women's member guest recap?
John, like we were building up and saying last week, we knew that this event was going to be action-packed, and it was. We had 112 women all come out. The day went phenomenally. From registration to course, being on course, to the prizes, to the charity, Dreams Take Flight. What an unbelievable day. Unbelievable day.
Oh, that's great. I mean, I was talking to Judy Scave earlier on, and they were just over the moon. Of course, it is one of our premier events at the club. The women run a wonderful member guest. It's a more social event than the men. The men, you know, it's golf. But the women really don't care if they win. It's a scramble. They just go out and have a good time, decorate their carts. They're having a good time out there.
They were forcing Nolan to hit drivers on number 8. That's how much fun they were having. So
the beat the pro.
Yeah,
beat the pro.
Obviously, a shout out to the whole team, of course. But what a neat element to have Nolan hitting cut little chip drivers. Good luck to him doing that.
Yeah, he was left-handed. And then on the weekend, we had one of our big events of the year, Men's Senior Championship. Perhaps you can tell us how that went.
Yeah, so Saturday, Sunday, we had our senior men's and our junior club championships. Very happy to announce some great winners in both events. In the senior men's, in the C division, we had Dennis Moran come out on top. And in the C division this year was Staleford points, so it was actually a new format for that. In the B division, we had Keith Ritchie coming out on top. Keith played extremely well. A little help with Keith right before the round with his alignment with his club, so I'll take a little bit of credit for that.
Okay.
And then for our champion, our senior men's champion, first time senior men's champion, Jeff Hall.
Oh, congratulations,
Did
Jeff.
an amazing job. Shot a Sunday round 73, which was phenomenal. He was so happy.
Yeah. So that's wonderful news. I mean, I know it's. I think Terry Kuzma was leading after round 1, and he was our defending champion. And so it's nice to see it spread around a little bit.
Yeah. And then we had our juniors as well. Right?
Well, let's talk about the juniors.
So the juniors, let's not discount the juniors. The juniors played phenomenally. We had our junior boys and our junior girls. Coming in our C flight division, we had young Finn Steven, who won the C flight. In the junior boys B division, we had Calvin Smith come out on top. And then in our junior boys overall champion, we had Josh Marcotte. And then in our junior girls overall champion, repeat champion, repeat champion, we had Sanvi, who played phenomenal.
That's great.
Yeah, it was such a great weekend for them both.
Well, the juniors aren't finished yet. They've got a big day coming up on Sunday at the Hunt Club. Let's talk about it. Let's do a little deep dive into who we got going down there and who we're playing.
This weekend, on Sunday, the junior intersectionals are being played. Now, they all had their practice round last week, so a lot of them had a chance to go and play at the Hunt to try and get familiar with it. A few of them, it was their first time playing there, which was really, really good. So in our 2 alternate positions, we have Finn Steven and Ben Gibson. And then in our actual playing divisions, we have Sanvi, we have Cameron Gibson, Calvin Smith, Ashton Prue, Brennan Miller, Jackson Mapleston, Shane Stanley, and our top seed, Josh Marcotte.
And do you know our competition at all? Do we know who we're playing? We're playing a Hunt, obviously. It was one of them. How we're going to fare in there? That looks like a pretty strong team.
The Hunt will have a home course advantage, certainly,
Yeah.
and I believe it's the Royal Ottawa and Rideau-View. So it's going
Wow.
to be a very, very tight race.
Big
amongst
four,
all the
big
finals.
four going at it. All the private clubs right in there. Well, all good junior programs, and so that makes a lot of sense. Gentlemen, we had an open pool this weekend, and we have an open pool winner.
We do. Which one are we talking about first?
We're going to talk about the one that won the money pool.
So this past weekend, it was a pretty exciting British Open pool. What a great weekend for Xander to come out on top. No one, I don't think, expected him to win. However, forget about them. Let's talk about our members who won. Coming in first place, winning this Open pool was Jim Delahunty. Congratulations, Jim. Your picks were amazing. I think you won by a shot over second place, Darren McCready. Yeah, a lot of excitement going on.
Yeah, that was a good pool, Open. Were you expecting Shoffley to come through?
And Xander's been top 8 in every major this year, right? So he probably deserves Player of the Year now. We'll see. I know Scheffler's been on this amazing run. Tyler and myself, we started off in a bit of a little bit of an emotional pick with Rory. Right? We want to see him get there. That was way off the mark. Let me tell you. Most of us are rooting for Rory to make some noise. That was not the pick. Kudos to Tyler. I think I've come on top a few times over him these things. He totally won this go around. Good pick with Rose, especially midway through. I was a little off. A lot of experts were picking Finau and Fleetwood as well, but they weren't strong. So Tyler gets the win. And next year, here's my proposal: we're going to do all 4 majors, right, and include our wonderful video host John as well. Okay. And let's do a little 1, 2, 3 between the 3 of us, because I want my revenge in a Masters pool.
No problem. I'll get my random name generator going, and that's how I'll do my picks.
And we got to establish what the stakes are.
Yeah, that's fine. Earlier this week, I had a chance to play with a fine young man and his father, a man named Justin Hennigar. And Justin is hearing impaired, for those of you who don't know. He, last year, qualified to represent Team Canada in the Hearing World Deaf Championships, which are being played in Australia. Justin, as you'll see some of the one of the videos on the screen I took of him, is going down on, I think his first round is August the 26th and 27th. They've been all over the world with this World Deaf Championship. So just a wonderful, marvelous opportunity for him and his father, who caddies for him. Perhaps you could talk a bit about Justin.
Yeah, Justin, wonderful younger member. I believe it's his second year at the club. Low single-digit handicap, great talent. So he's headed to Royal Pines Golf Club on the Gold Coast, along with, I believe, 5 other Canadians representing Team Canada. So neat, and we'll be sure to post some updates, post a link on the message of the day, and we're thrilled to watch him and cheer him on August 26th and 27th.
Right, and guys, he was playing with a 3-wood off the tee. We got to do something about that. He can't play with a 3-wood off the tee down there. Anyway, we had a message from the captain this week, and a couple of things. One of the things, at least I want to highlight from that, the playing committee has made a change to our local rules, and I can see why. Maybe you can talk about that change on number 14.
So last week, all members would have received a captain's message, and part of that message was explaining to members that the on-course out of bounds being played off 14 is no longer a local rule. So we've abolished that. Basically, in the past, when the trees were much smaller, there was an advantage playing off 14 tee, going back down 13 fairway to cut a lot of distance off that hole to play 14. So then it's just a short iron into the green for a par 5. These trees have all matured. They're all filled out, and there would be no opportunity now to strategize playing down the 13th. And we also felt it's unfair if you do hit an errant shot, say from the fairway on 14 over to 13, that should not be out of bounds either. So golf committee came to a consensus. There's no longer any on-course out of bounds.
All right. You know, this is a long history on that hole. Way before even I got here, they had the Canadian Junior Championships here. And we didn't have the blocks, like the trees there that we have now. So the first day, all the juniors were going down 13. And there was big trees in front of 14. They've been taken out now, but there was huge trees. It didn't matter. They hit over the trees. They were on in 2, and they were putting for eagles. So the next day, the committee decided, okay, we'll put up a chicken wire fence along the 14th tee box. That didn't stop them. They just hit the ball through the fence onto the 13th. They hit them so hard. Anyway, so this has been a long-standing problem, and certainly I think with the trees there now, it makes a whole lot of sense. Earlier this year, Tyler and I went out and we did the top 5 mistakes that Tyler sees, and we're at mistake number 4, and we're calling this one, get a grip on your game. Let's watch the video now. Okay, swing fault number 4. Okay, we've gone through 3. This is our 4th in the series. We've covered 3 common swing faults. Another one you see that's common.
Whenever I start with a new student, I always go through the 4 fundamentals with them: grip, stance, posture, and alignment. So the thing I see a lot of times is another reason why the ball might go to the right or might go to the left is improper grip. Okay. So we want to really make sure that we have the right grip and that we're squaring the club face up to the ball properly. Okay. So we're going to talk about that.
Show us how we do that.
So when we're starting to see a lot of slices or hooks, golfers will start compensating with their hands to try and correct the ball flight. We want to be very careful. We want to first understand, that's why you want to talk to one of the golf pros, is what is causing the slice first of all. It might not be the grip, but I do see a lot of people fiddling around with their grips a lot. So the most neutral or basic grip that you want, you take your top hand first, you grip it through your fingers and through your palm, and when you close your hand over, you're creating a nice little V. The crease from your thumb and your hand, that V travels up to your right shoulder. With your bottom hand, you want to grip it in the fingers, wrap over your thumb, and you're going to create another V with the crease, and that too is going up to the right shoulder. So sometimes I see people have a very weak grip. Their hands are too much underneath the club, or they might have too much over. So we want to make sure that our V's are pointing up to the right shoulder. When we do that, that's going to allow our hands to properly release and rotate through the ball. Okay? There we go. Here's an example. There we go. There, it's all in the grip.
Tyler, in that video, you talked a lot about the grip. Maybe you can highlight some of the things that we should be looking for.
Absolutely, John. I mean, don't forget, the grip, your grip is your only connection to the golf club. So it is very important to have a good understanding how to hold on to the club. What does a neutral grip cause? What does a strong grip or a weaker grip cause to your ball flight? It's something that a lot of people overlook, even grip pressure as well. Getting your grips properly fitted for you is extremely important. If a grip is too small or too slick, you're going to start gripping that a lot tighter, a lot more tension in the arms. It's going to hinder your swing. So if you want any more information on proper grip or even grips for your golf club, be sure to come see us.
Yeah, and as we get older, like in my case, I have arthritis in my hands, and I can't grip the club too tightly, but I have to be able to grip it. So I have these larger grips that I find useful. But it's interesting to say, because I was experimenting with a stronger grip and a weaker grip and seeing what effect it has on the golf ball, and it has a major effect, I can tell you right now. Because I was hitting these fades and my club face was open at impact. Oh, I'll close it a bit. Well, went left, So yeah, I may need some help with that.
We're here to help.
Tyler, if you had, look. I gave you a week off last week. Pretty well gave you a break, okay? But we're back now. We need some help here. What's going on in that pro shop? And don't tell me it's a continuation. I need some new stuff.
Well, John, it's a continuation of our. So we started our ladies' sale. So our ladies' summer sale is going on. So that started on the ladies' member guest day, which was just last Friday.
I'll count that as new.
That is certainly new. Certainly some big discounts for the ladies. But we're still putting out some new product. So we have new clothing coming in. We got these brand new logoed Carleton logo shoe bags that are just going to be put out in the shop by the time you watch this video. So that's something new members can look for. We have a lot of things. We still have our sale on our Callaway wedges. Ping drivers have just been marked down. So if you're in the market for a new ping driver, now is a great time. They've come down considerably in price. So there's still lots of great opportunities to buy in the golf shop.
Well, thank you very much, Tyler. That's really good. Well, I just want to apologize for the background noise. We've had to shoot in here today because the junior camps are upstairs.
That's right.
Outside, it looked like it was going to rain. I didn't want to get rained on during the broadcast. So there is some background noise, and I apologize for that, but we'll have to bear with it for today. Kitchen specials.
Thanks, John. Chelsea and Sean have another great week lined up. We have an apple apricot salad with some goat cheese and balsamic dressing. Of course, you can add your protein options to that. Lemon chicken pasta with some nice angel hair pasta and a lemon cream sauce. It's fantastic, very delicious. And we have a tempura battered haddock. The fish and chips continue to be really popular, so a good extra item there. And the pizza, we had some comments from the survey, so a cheese or pepperoni pizza is available. As well this week, just expanding on some of the items and survey feedback, there will be an e-blast going out, and you'll be able to see some explanations as to some of the halfway house and item changes on the menu. We've switched the hot dogs based on feedback to a more similar product to previous years. So there will be an e-blast describing some of those items. Lastly, is chili going on there again? I could say...
I'm changing all the menus. I'm putting chili nachos on the bottom of every menu that we have.
we take in all the feedback. Can't say we had a dozen comments about the chili. We did have a dozen comments about pizza, so we're responding to that and spicing up some of the options. And then lastly, we do have some service hours slightly modified on Saturday. We're hosting a great wedding. Jared Jones and his family, his daughter Mackenzie, so we're thrilled to be hosting a wedding, and the patio will close in the afternoon on Saturday. There will be member service, as always, available upstairs in the anniversary room, so please have a peek at that e-blast and message of the day for the service updates on Saturday the 27th.
Well, that's wonderful. My buddy, Florida buddy, Jerry Hans, and his family, congratulations to you all. Okay, this weekend's a big weekend. We have the senior men's and women's intersectional qualifying.
That's right. So this weekend we're going to be hosting our qualifier for our senior men's and our senior women to put together their intersectional teams. So for the men, it will be this Saturday, Sunday, and the following Saturday. And for the women, it will be this Saturday, Sunday, and the upcoming Tuesday.
Oh, that's good. And good luck to all those who compete. I have a lot of respect for you. On Monday, July 29th, the CWGI Women are here. Maybe you can talk us about that.
That's right. This is a great group. We host them every year. So it's the Canadian Women Golfers Incorporated event, or group, I should say. They'll be coming out between, I believe, 12 and 1:30. So they'll be joining us here at the club. It's a great group of women, and they really enjoy playing here.
And then a big event here on August the 4th, the RBC Scramble Qualifier.
The RBC Scramble Qualifier. Registration's open. Have you gotten your team in yet, John?
No, I got to do something.
Teams are groups are filling up. It's great. This is the event that leads to the potential chance to go to Cabot Links and play at Cabot. So we're hosting our local qualifier on the 4th. Then the regional qualifier is the following week, which is at Equinell Golf Club. And then if you happen to win that, then you're invited to go to Cabot Links.
That's wonderful news.
Amazing opportunity.
On the holiday Monday, August the 5th, we have the Battle of the Sexes. Now, ladies, I talked to Gene Stevenson. Little disappointing in the number of people that have registered so far, and I know who to blame. I think it's the women who are kind of afraid to take on the men. You women, you're afraid. I got 4 pros here you can take on. Any one of them. And we'll still give you your 2 shots, which I don't believe you should get, but you're getting them anyway. So ladies, if you're afraid, I get it, but try to overcome your fear and battle for this. What do you think?
John, those are pretty. Those are certainly fighting words. Yeah, we're pretty excited for the Battle of the Sexes. I think the last 2 years, the women have certainly come out on top as the winning team. This year, again, just a reminder, something new. We are inviting guests out to come as well. So there's going to be a non-competitive flight in the Battle of the Sexes. So if you have a partner or someone of the opposite sex, they're welcome to come out as well and compete. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Look out, John. They have smoother swings, and you're a good trash talker, but they're probably even a step ahead. So I think you've opened a can of worms here.
Come on, take us on, ladies. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Maybe it's the men that are afraid. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Yeah. But I opened that can of worms, so let's see what happens here. Okay, I can't believe this. Already, I mentioned it last week, and we have something new this year as well. Every year we have something new in the Club Championship, but on August 9th, we're going to have the Friday event. It used to be the A that played on Friday. We don't call it the A anymore. It's called the Open, which means anybody can go in. This is for the Club Championship to get your name on one of these nice plaques. You may not be able to see them here, but on these plaques, women's and women's plaques, that's the Open division. Mm-hmm. That's on Friday. Mm-hmm. And on Saturday and Sunday, then we have round 2 and 3 for the Open division, but rounds 1 and 2 for, get this, A, B, C, and D. Now, never had an A and an Open. Now we do. There's a separate A division. Let's talk about the difference between the A and the Open and some of the changes.
No, so John, that's a very good point, and we're really happy to have this new Open division. It really, and this is for the men's division, so it's essentially in the past, the A flight was scratch or better up to an 8 handicap. So that was a pretty wide range.
Oh, no kidding.
A lot of people, we wanted to make sure it was fair and equitable for all level of golfers. So we made the A flight now from 5.0 to 8.0. So it's just giving those golfers who are, still single-digit handicappers just a field for themselves to compete with.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you were an 8 handicapper and you got to play against, plus 2s, that's pretty tough. So a lot of it just didn't bother. It was just too much. The biggest premier event of the season, the number 1 event of the season, is happening August 17th. More information will be coming later, but maybe you can give us a sneak preview.
Yes, absolutely. In the coming days, really close to when this will be posted, we'll have an e-blast going out to launch the hole-in-one party Saturday, August 17th. So similar to last year, was received quite well to have the following weekend after Club Championship to give everyone a chance to get prepped, get their costumes on, and come out. There'll be music, I assure you, and combination of indoor, outdoor, and it's sure to be an event with over 100 in attendance. And we especially encourage some of the new members, perhaps those that maybe were here last year and heard about it but didn't attend. It's a wonderful event to see the social dynamic and camaraderie of Carleton.
Well, we'll look forward to the theme for this year, and it's our big event of the year, and it's subsidized too. So it's a lot of fun and a good party, gentlemen. That's a lot for today, and hopefully, next week we're going to try the balcony upstairs and see if it didn't rain thankfully today, but so far. But and see how that works out. So everyone, until next week, I hope you all play well.